West Warwick High School. Here the past 4 years, these halls, like many before, and how many after you have attended a total of 200,100 hours in classes alone. You have attended chorus and art, Academy of Finance, the Warwick program, life skills, languages, tech, physical education, science, math, history, English class. In return, you have visited the auditorium, its offices, interior multiple times. Some of you may have been friends with the back. All these parts of Westbrook High School have been linked to one point.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Welcome to the Veterans Memorial Auditorium. Please take a moment to notice all marked exits. In the event of an emergency, proceed to the exit nearest you. Emergency exits are located at the sides and rear of the theater. Also, we would ask you to silence all phones and electronic devices before the performance begins. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Good evening, and welcome to the West Warwick High School Commencement Ceremony for the class of 2019. I'm Philip Solomon, principal of West Warwick High School. Tonight, we celebrate the achievements of each member of the class of 2019. On behalf of the graduating class, I ask that you recognize the following requests. To begin with, as a safety precaution, I ask that you locate the exit nearest you. Also, certain aisles will be utilized during the ceremony by the seniors, so all aisles must remain clear. Please allow the graduates to enjoy their commencement ceremony without distraction and honor the graduates by your attentiveness. We ask that you refrain from talking at all times, and we ask that you silence all electronic devices. The class of 2019 thanks you for your cooperation and for sharing this special evening. To assist me with this evening's ceremony, I have two dedicated West Warwick High School class of 2019 members. Ms. Shaylin Scott, Senior Class Secretary. And Ms. Aliana Richardson, Student Council President. I would like to first call to the podium Senior Class Secretary, Ms. Shaylin Scott.
Good evening. I would like to start by calling Mr. Matthew Jakes, Vice President of the Class of 2019, to deliver the invocation.
Good evening. Tonight's occasion is an exciting time for the Class of 2019. This is a time for us to reflect on all that has transpired before this evening and what is ahead of us. Tonight, we look forward to the enthusiastic and passionate words of our speakers. This ceremony should serve to inspire all of us as we continue forward on our many paths. The Class of 2019 thanks all of you for joining us tonight. Thank you.
At this time, would the senior members of the concert chorale please join us on stage? To lead us in the salute of the flag is Miss Laura Lynch, Treasurer of the Class of 2019. Would you all kindly rise and remain standing? Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
To sing the national anthem this evening, there is a wonderful ensemble of very talented young ladies and gentlemen of the 2019 graduating class from West Warwick High School Concert Chorale.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, who
You can please be seated. On behalf of the class of 2019, I am pleased to introduce our invited guest this evening. Please stand to be recognized. State Representative Patricia Sherpa. The West Warwick School Committee, Mr. Stephen Lawton. Mrs. Susan St. Amand. Mr. Rene Coutu. Mr. Luis Colon, Jr. Mr. Joseph DiMartino. Superintendent of Schools, Mrs. Karen Tavasevich. The Principal of West Warwick High School, Mr. Philip Solomon. Assistant Principal, Mr. John Kunick. Assistant Principal, Mrs. Jessica Hassel. And Dean of Students, Mr. Stephen Alves, Jr. Principal and Assistant Principals of Daring Middle School, Principal Mr. Jeffrey Gio. Assistant Principal Mr. James Alves. Assistant Principal Mr. Michael Green. And Dean of Students Mr. Gregory Gonzalez. Principal of Greenbush Elementary School, Mrs. Michelle Livesey. Principal of Wakefield Hills Elementary School, Mrs. Leah Bassett. Principal of Horgan Elementary School, Mrs. Gina Adams. Principal of Maisie Quinn School, Mr. Joseph Frenzy. The West Warwick School Department District Level Administration. Director of Technology and Educational Reform, Mr. James Monty. Director of Special Education, Mrs. Jessica Perry. Director of Federal Programming and Annotated Practice, Mr. Kenneth Reminald. Director of Grounds Transportation Security, Mr. Kenneth Towson. Director of Human Resources, Mrs. Melissa LeBlanc. Director of Financial Operations, Mr. Joseph Spagna. Town Council members, Town of West Warwick, please stand. Mrs. Mary Beth Williamson. Mr. David Goslin, Jr. Mr. Jason Messier. Mr. Jason Linchardi. And Mr. John D'Amico. And last but not least, the dedicated current and retired faculty and staff of West Warwick Public Schools, we ask that you please stand. I now call to the podium Student Council President, Miss Aliana Richardson.
At this time, senior class members of the Jazz Ensemble, please join your respective group. All right. I now present you the president of the graduating class of 2019, Mr. Nathan Moon.
Man, didn't expect to be speaking this quickly. Well, first off, before more tears start being shed, I want to say thank you to everyone that attended today and those that could not be here but are with us in heart and spirit. It has been an absolute privilege to be voted class president for 4 years in a row, and I am elated to be up here talking to you all today. It's finally graduation day, class of 2019. If you hear some sobbing, I'm going to apologize now. That's just my mom. Love you, Mom. You're already starting the waterworks. I see how it is. Really, I'm not going to make this all drawn out. After all, the quicker I speak, the quicker we graduate. Today is the day, and it has been a long time coming. 12 plus years, 105,120 hours, and what felt like more tests, which is going to be blamed on the English department. Sorry, guys. And it flew by for most of us. And for others, it dragged by minute. This speech wasn't some monumental task. No months of preparation were necessary. Sure, this address has been 4 years in the making, but I wanted to wait for the final few weeks of school to put down my final thoughts. After all, what's a story without an ending? Now, as Mr. Onisco says, let's get down to brass tacks. When we first started in 2015 as freshmen, we came into the high school ready to take on the world. After all, we only had 4 years left. We started off trying to worm our way. Sorry, Mr. Alves. I meant to say we started to try and mingle our way into the other upperclassmen groups. Once you get to know the top dogs of the school, you're set, right? Unbeknownst to some of you, we actually made a name for ourselves in our first year alone. We hold the school record that no other class has ever come close to in the 40-plus years that the building has been standing. We have been the only freshman class to lose every single event for the Spirit Award and end the year with a whopping total of 0 points. We haven't broken any records since then, but we didn't win the Spirit Award this year. We made the magic happen, like the true wizards we are. We were the first generation to be born in the 2000s, between 2000 and 2001. We had the rumored touches and BlackBerries before iPhones took over, and Samsungs literally started to explode, but that's beside the point. As time continued, we evolved from freshmen to sophomores, from the high school production of The Addams Family to Catch Me If You Can. I know when I look back at that time and at my selfies, I regret every second of my Bieber hair and Harry Potter glasses. Really? This was the year that we were no longer the annoying freshmen, and the popularity of Snapchat took off. And look at us now. Raise your hand if you're sending a snap to someone right now, or will be as soon as we leave the auditorium. See? Look at that, self-explanatory. Our junior year, senioritis quickly started sinking in. If there was an essay due tomorrow, we would always start it after 11 and have it done for midnight, and try and balance school between work, sports, after-school activities. We had prom at Mystic Aquarium, getting to dance alongside beluga whales and dolphins. We danced beside beluga whales and dolphins. How trippy is that? Who else can say that, really? Though despite that, now that I'm thinking back, never once did any DJs actually ever take requests, now that I think about it. But forget about that, it's moving on. So junior year flew by, anticipating the arrival of 2019 and the theater department's opening night of Shrek. Now, here we are. Senior year with maybe a few hours left before we even graduate. We had a pretty successful school year. We ruled the school as kings and queens for 180 days. We survived the snap from Thanos, Negan's bat from The Walking Dead. We found Dory and witnessed The Incredibles again after what felt like 30 plus years. We became witness to 9 to 5. Heck, the music department even went to New Orleans 2 years ago. You guys are always killing it. Like, what's with those cool trips? Last time I did a trip like that was to Washington, D.C. Remember that Greenbush alums? I see you, Dylan. Well, there are going to be plenty of memories that we'll keep with us. Like the first time asking someone to a dance, the teachers who threw random classroom parties for no reason, looking at you, language department. We remember our Bandsgiving, pizza making day, and our first movie day. Remember the first time that we looked at our exams and immediately looked up at the imaginary camera, like in the episode of The Office? For me, that was the math and science department. Then there are things that we won't remember, like the subtle moments you had between friends, the passing glances in the halls. It's going to be deep. The last time you ever said, "see you later," without ever even knowing it. Yeah. Maybe you were too nervous to ask someone to prom that one time, or waited longer than you wanted, or you start to regret not going out that one night with your friends. Today will be the last time that all of us will ever be in the same room all together. The last time as students, the last time you'll be sitting next to the person to your left, to your right. Last time you have to deal with all these stifling robes. But before I wrap up my address, I want to thank someone who has remained in the background the last few years. She not only worked tirelessly to support every event the class of 2019 participated in, she spent her own money, sweat, and free time to ensure that these 4 years would be a special time for our class. She has always encouraged and cheered for me, so thank you, Mom, Lisa Moon, for everything that you have done, and thank you for everything you've done for the class of 2019. And most importantly, this goes to you too, Dad, as well, for providing me with unconditional love and support as I have grown and found myself in all of these years. But recently, actually right after April break, I walked into the school and filmed the morning show, same thing I've been doing for over 100 days. And I noticed something was kind of different. I know I belonged there. I know what was going on. It was period 5 with Signor Giovanelli. He was first. But again, something felt off. It was like wearing your favorite shirt. You put it on day after day, modifying your outfit to match, making sure it's always clean and change into it whenever you can, only to find out that one day it feels different. At first, you put it off, thinking nothing of it. But as the weeks go by, you notice that it's getting a little tight. You're starting to grow out of it. Again, you ignore it, hoping it's not true, only to come to the realization that today is the day that you finally have to put it away. This school, this life, is all we've known for so long as students. We worked our world around it, only to realize we no longer fit in. Not in a negative way, don't misunderstand. We have grown out of our lives as high school students, so it's time for me, you, us, to finally move on. Now is not the time for regrets or goodbyes, but to reflect and learn from our mistakes, our wins, our past. So seniors, teachers, friends, farewell. You will always be in touch either through social media, through phone calls, text messages, and I'm not going to say this is the first day of our new beginning or a new page in our chapter, especially with what a future speaker will be mentioning about cliches, but you have to wait for that. But I will say that this milestone defines us as adults. No matter what path you take, your home will always be here as Wizards of West Warwick. Life is too short to be anything but who you are. Don't be sad or angry with the world. This is your playground. Be comfortable with the person you are. Don't waste your energy on the naysayers around you. Now, I'm going to leave you with a quote from Dylan Thomas. The final quote of the day by your weatherman. This is where I'll start tearing up a little bit. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at the close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Farewell, my friends, the class of 2019. Whew. Close, close.
Now, to bring the superintendent's greeting, the superintendent of schools, Mrs. Karen Tarasevich.
Good evening. Town Council President, Mr. Goslin, and members of the Town Council, West Warwick School Committee Chairman, Mr. Lawton, and members of the school committee, administrators, staff, family, friends, and graduates. Good evening and welcome, and we are gathered here tonight to celebrate the graduation of the class of 2019 from West Warwick High School. Truly, this is a special night, and we are honored you are here with us to celebrate the wonderful accomplishments of this class. As we all know, we all need support and reminders. One tried and true support and reminder of mine is my graduation speech writing coach. See, even the superintendent needs help with her homework sometimes. Even while on leave from his post at Deering Middle School as the Dean of Students, Mr. Greg Gonzalez, while he was on duty with the Army National Guard Reserve this past semester, sent me an email one day and, quote, said, "We're within 1 month of graduation. As a former English teacher, I'd expect that you at least have a rough draft ready. June 7th is right around the corner," end quote. I felt no pressure at all to get on my speech. So thank you, Mr. Gonzalez, for the gentle reminder and, more importantly, for your service. On the other hand, my son said to me the other night when I was finishing my speech, why are you writing a new speech? Why don't you just use one that you used 4 years ago? Because nobody would know it was 4 years ago because it's been 4 years. And I said, well, it doesn't work that way. So we had a little laugh about that, and maybe all the more reason somebody like Mr. Gonzalez is protecting the country and not my son, who I love dearly. And I always wonder what to say. What words could I possibly have to offer you at this point in your life to help guide you into the next phase of what's to come? Through your time at West Warwick High School, you have taught us so much. Unified sports, the Best Buddies program, Fearless Fridays, Choose Love. Your class has been pioneers in these school-based initiatives, and the impact they've had on the culture at West Warwick High School, as well as the entire district, has been immeasurable. There's a clear vision and purpose in the path that your class has had, and it's hard to find the words to describe the impact through your compassion and kindness that you have had on West Warwick High School. So I decided to talk about something we all have in common, people. Be curious about people and learn from them. People have always fascinated me, and human nature intrigues me. The older I've gotten, the more curious I've become about people, the world, and the people in it. Who are they? What do they do? Where do they come from? And why did they choose the things they have in life? And how did they get there? Kind of like the 5 W's and H of a good news story. I love to read anything, books, newspapers, magazines, the back of cereal boxes. But I mostly like to read about people, memoirs, biographies, autobiographies, because here I find the answers to those 5 W and H questions. I find myself making connections and common themes about the stories of the people I read. Some of the people I have read about this year include Sergeant Shriver, Michelle Obama, Malala Yousafzai, and Greta Thunberg. And I did find a common thread in their stories. Although they all come from different backgrounds, they all have or had something in common, a vision or a purpose, and they developed and used their talents to achieve their vision. Sergeant Shriver was JFK's brother-in-law, and he grew up poor and married into a wealthy family in privilege. He used his famous platform for the good of others. He founded the Head Start program and worked alongside his wife to found the Special Olympics. Michelle Obama was born middle class and worked hard to become educated and a successful attorney, and obviously, ultimately, the First Lady of the United States, and now works in her foundation that supports ordinary people to strive to do extraordinary things. Malala Yousafzai is the teenager who escaped death after being shot by the Taliban and survived to become a Nobel Peace Prize winner who continues to advocate for education, especially for girls. And Greta Thunberg is a Swedish schoolgirl who at the age of 15 flat out called out the parliament to take immediate action to combat climate change and has since become an outspoken climate advocate. And by the way, if you haven't seen her video, when you go home tonight, Google it and find her YouTube video. You'll never be the same. If she was standing right in front of me when I saw her, I would have said, yes, ma'am, whatever you want me to do. It was powerful and she's passionate. The common thread I see amongst all of these is their vision centered around service to people in one way or another. The latest autobiography I read is about Dr. Singh, one of America's premier cardiac surgeon who lives right here in Providence. His story is truly remarkable. Born in India to a poor family, he writes about his journey from a young boy through his retirement years and what a journey it has been. As a child, he never liked school and was a self-proclaimed hooligan. He suffered 2 separate hand-crippling accidents in which doctors told him he would never have full use of either hand. His mother performed his only physical therapy, which consisted of pulling pillowcases filled with bricks with increasing weights and hanging out of the second-story window of their home to build up strength in his hands and arms. Through these trials, his interest in the human body and school grew, where he ultimately came to America to pursue his education in medicine. No matter how many bricks he pulled or windows he hung from, his hands were still not quite strong or nimble enough as they needed to be a doctor, nonetheless a cardiac surgeon. To increase his fine motor skills, he practiced tying knots with a needle and thread on pillows in his apartment night after night after night after night, until he wowed his teachers with his expertise. As his skills developed and he saw the impact he had on his patients' lives, he realized his purpose was that of service to others. He had gifts revealed over time that would prove to allow him to be of tremendous service in saving the lives of many, from young children to the elderly. He may have been of service to some of you in the audience here tonight. With his drive, determination, and vision to be the best he could be, he ended up performing over 15,000 open-heart surgeries. 15,000 from a little boy who never liked school and had crippled hands as a child. Dr. Singh teaches us that there are no limits. If you have a vision and work hard, you can overcome obstacles and achieve great things in service to others. Similar to Malala and Greta, embrace the gifts and opportunities you were given to fulfill whatever your vision in life is or will be. And Dr. Singh's book opens with the following quote: "I slept and dreamt that life was joy. I awoke and saw that life was service. I acted, and behold, service was joy." Above all things, have joy in your life. Remember that we are all called to serve, and it is through service to others that we do find joy in our lives. So graduates, you're ready to go out into the world, and the reality is about to hit. And I don't mean tough college classes, long hours studying, getting used to new college roommates, the challenges boot camp may bring if you're joining the military service, or early alarm wakes across the board. I'm talking about laundry, grocery shopping, meal prep, gas money, basic household chores like cleaning the bathroom. It's all you now, my friends. Right? So may I recommend Tide Pods, meal planning on Sundays for the week ahead, carpool, walk, ride your bike. And as far as household chores, glove up and dig in. Necessary work that needs to be done. Welcome to the world of adult life. Congratulations to the class of 2019. Best wishes to you all, and thank you for all you have given West Warwick High School and the entire West Warwick school community. Thank you.
Under the direction of Mr. Matthew Livesey, the West Warwick High School's talented jazz band will now perform Manteca, arranged by Mike Tamaro. Thank you, Mr. Livesey and the Jazz Band, for your performance. At this time, would the senior class members of the concert chorale please join your group backstage? Now, presenting the salutatory address, Mr. Thomas Cornicelli. While at West Warwick High School, Thomas has earned a 4.5339 GPA. He will be attending Brown University and studying neuroscience. He is a member of the National Honor Society and the World Language Honor Society. Thomas has also taken active roles in the Students Against Destructive Decisions chapter, Spanish Club, and the Drama Club.
Thank you, Aliana. Ladies, gentlemen, parents, friends, school committee and town council members, and faculty, good evening. We are here tonight to celebrate the class of 2019. It is my honor to be named your class's salutatorian. To explain what a salutatorian is, I decided to consult with urbandictionary.com. A salutatorian is the smart kid who stayed up way too late studying, drank enough coffee to kill a camel, and missed so many parties that everyone thought they were a hermit just to get second place. Thank you, thank you. You're too kind. It is a common belief among many people that only coming in first place constitutes a winner. However, each student in the audience tonight is a winner. By the end of tonight's ceremony, we will all have walked across this stage, diploma in hand, signifying the ultimate fruition of our hard work. Since these remarks are one large collection of cliches, I thought it would be fitting to divulge several more that we've heard over the past 4 years. There's no I in team. The early bird catches the worm, and it all comes down to this. But that's the thing. It doesn't all come down to this. Tonight is the first chapter in the rest of our lives. It is not the end, it's just the beginning. Though our time in the halls of West Warwick High School may be over, we leave tonight following our own unique paths, wherever they may take us. Our lives are not measured by the classes we took, the clubs we were in, the sports we played, or the detentions we received. What will last a lifetime are the memories we made and the friendships we forged. When we look back at our time in high school, we will not remember the 7-page essays we wrote in Mrs. Giuliano's junior English class, nor the coloring pages in Mrs. Scarborough's freshman biology class. What we will remember are the little things that helped to get us through each school day, whether it was Miss Tashin's incomparable accent, the wonderfully flamboyant personality of Mr. Marchetti, yeah, or Sam Petrarca's hopeful maybe. I'm talking to you, Will. We all have something that made those 6-hour days just a bit more bearable. Let me get sentimental for a moment, and please bear with me. I'd like to offer thanks to my parents, the two people who have continually stood by my side over the past 18 years, the Ginger Ninja and the Polish Princess. My father is the hardest working redhead one can imagine, and the standard I set for my own work ethic. And my mother, the person who endlessly supports me day in and day out, only with hopes that I would succeed among my classmates. I'd also like to offer a few thanks to some of the faculty that were instrumental in my high school successes. Excuse me while I butcher this Spanish. Gracias a la señora Borges por enseñarme las bellezas de la lengua española. And to Mrs. Thank you. And to Mrs. Maynard for making mathematics an enjoyable subject for me. Of course, it would not be a Thomas Cornicelli speech without a quote from Cher. I can trust my friends. These people force me to examine myself and encourage me to grow. With that, I would like to thank two of my peers specifically for all their help over the past 4 years. Thank you to Sarah Lyons for staying up late with me, whether it be for homework, long-winded rants, or just to talk. And Jacob Bedard, my best friend, whom I was reacquainted with in 9th grade after 8 years of separation. Thank you for showing me the lighter side of things in life and helping me keep my sanity with a witty joke or a smile. You'll always be timeless to me. Oh, and before I forget, I promised Miss Kerry Field that I would mention her in this speech, or she told me she would storm the stage. Kerry, wherever you are out here tonight, this one's for you. Back to the task at hand. You are the captain of your own life. Yes, I know, the cliches are going to keep coming. This class will embark on several paths after tonight. Members of the class of 2019 will be joining the workforce, defending our country in the military, and continuing their education while accumulating debt for their parents. No matter how different these paths may seem, everyone here has the power to be successful, not just the two people that won that superlative. Do not expect to receive anything on a silver platter. If you want something, you have to work for it. Chris Grosser said it best, Opportunities don't happen. You create them. Tonight is not a mere liberation from high school. It is a celebration of the good and bad times, the frustrating and amazing teachers, new and old friends, and most importantly, the future that awaits us just outside those doors. I've tried to use some tasteful comedy throughout this speech to keep you entertained, so I might as well conclude with a tasty analogy. High school is like a lollipop. It looks sweet from the outside, takes forever to get through, sucks till the very end, but you miss it when it's gone. I hope I was able to keep your interest while also instilling some words of wisdom on this most special of occasions. In the words of John Giovanelli, good luck, best wishes, and enjoy the rest of this ceremony. I'm not done. I have a couple more sentences. I'd like to offer one last congratulations to the class of 2019. It was an honor to spend the past 4 years with you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas. The West Warwick High School concert chorale, under the direction of Mr. Richard Marchetti, will now perform Come Alive by Pasek and Paul. Beautiful as always. Thank you, guys. Thank you to the concert chorale and Mr. Marchetti. Now, to present the valedictory address is Mr. William Pellet. Will has earned a GPA of 4.5996 during his time at West Warwick High School. He will be attending Brown University to study biochemistry and economics. Will has been actively involved in numerous extracurricular and co-curricular programs. He has been in concert band and honors jazz band since his freshman year. Will has served in a leadership capacity through many clubs and activities in high school. He has been president for the Triad Music Honor Society and treasurer for both the Student Council and the West Warwick chapter of the National Honor Society, while also being the dedicated editor of the school newspaper, The Magic Word.
This is on there really tight. Good evening, Town Council members, members of the school committee, Superintendent Tara Savage, West Warwick High School administrators and faculty, members of the West Warwick School Department, families, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2019. 12 years ago, when most of us began our educational journey together, there was no such thing as a smartphone, and our politicians were only making fools of themselves on television rather than on Twitter. One of these scariest moments for our families was most certainly the day we stepped foot into our elementary schools. After all, the effects of the war on terror were just starting to take effect on our everyday lives. The world was heading into an unprecedented financial crisis, and our country was in the midst of a historical debate on which direction it would take in the election of our 44th president. In each one of these situations, the adults in our lives made decisions to the best of their abilities to ensure our protection in the 21st century. It is these people to whom we owe our greatest debts. Whether they be our mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, grandparents, or anyone else who did the best they could to make us feel safe even when they may not have felt the same. I cannot possibly fathom the personal sacrifices that my parents made in their own lives to ensure that my sister Victoria and I would never go hungry and would always have a roof over our heads. Mom, you were there supporting me during my most challenging times and during my greatest achievements. And Dad, you are the hardest worker that I know. Truly, I don't think I would have been able to overcome the same adversity you have in your life, and am proud to be your son. Without your support, coupled with the encouragement from my teachers and peers, I don't know where I would be today. I am genuinely grateful for everything you all have helped me achieve so far in my life. But let's face it, I'm not here to dedicate these next 5 minutes myself, however much I might like to, because there are those in this room tonight who have faced much tougher and more daunting challenges, yet remain steadfast and determined to succeed. Some members of the class of 2019 are the first generation in their family to graduate high school, to go to college, or join our armed forces and fight for the freedoms that we enjoy every day. Through tremendous effort, persistence, and sheer willpower, we as a class have been able to do what many couldn't imagine a few generations earlier: graduate high school and follow our dreams. People say this American dream is all but gone, but this could not be any further from the truth. Our class exemplifies just how powerful this common dream is today. We're the sons, daughters, grandchildren even of immigrants, come from a variety of circumstances and cultures, and all see a future in front of us that will be shaped by our common efforts. If nothing else, our experience at West Warwick High School has taught us how far we can stretch ourselves, or procrastinate, and still accomplish our goals. But then, moving on from the halls of West Warwick, it's not necessarily how good our hooks were in writing, how far our studies brought us, nor even what our future plans include that define our high school experience, but the people that we spent it with. Teachers like Mr. Livesey and Mr. McGarrett showed me that the best lessons in high school are not necessarily those found in lectures, but those found in the hearts and minds of the students that listen to them. In addition, there are countless others who have been there for me repeatedly throughout the years, like Mr. Silva, Mr. Grenier, Mr. White, and Mrs. Giuliano. They have not only helped me grow academically, but as a person. I also couldn't have asked for any better friends. Whether you've been with me since the first grade or you just gotten here last year, each one of you have impacted my life meaningfully. With certainty, I hold a special place in my heart for all of you. And, as a great philosopher, Kyle Kordick would say, "You have all made me big happy." Our time in high school is also one fraught with hours of tedious study, self-discovery, and having fun. How one defines that last point? Completely up to each person in this audience. But our time as teenagers is quickly being eclipsed by our adult responsibilities. Our futures seem like a time that will last forever, but we must never allow ourselves to forget our origins. Even though many of us will likely never encounter each other on a daily basis, or more realistically at all, the lessons we receive from even the most simple of encounters will continue to shape us as we cross the threshold into the next stage of our lives. Now, many people will say this is not a goodbye, but a farewell, yet isn't it better to say goodbye and be surprised to see one another in the future? Saying goodbye is not a symbol of abandonment, but a thought of hope. A hope which should permeate our lives and drive our passions wherever they may lead. After we graduate, we will most likely be made uncomfortable. We'll probably fail at a few things at first, and we won't have the crutch of being naive to fall upon when this happens. We need to be brought out of our comfort zones in order to build our own bastions of success. So let your ignorances motivate your learning. Your weaknesses encourage your strengths, and your vices beget real goodness. Obstacles in our lives are meant to be conquered, and how we wield the strength of our motivation will define us in our generation. Needless to say, these past 4 years with you eagles, turkeys, and worms have been a hell of a ride, and I would not have traded them in for the world. When we cross this stage tonight, we must remember the good times with the bad and relegate this time to nostalgia. These experiences we've all shared over these past 4 years will probably mean very little in the grand scheme of life. So wherever you find yourself at the end of all of this, we are all receiving the same diploma which recognizes each one of our success stories. Then, when we do hang up these caps and gowns and don the garments of our professions, our futures will still seem uncertain but wholly there. 12 years ago, this ceremony was only a distant thought that we could not truly quantify, yet here we are, and in a few moments we'll have those diplomas in our hands. As we're looking to our future, we have to remember our past. And as we're looking to our past, we must remain firmly planted in the present. We are the young people who want to be dentists, mechanics, doctors, lawyers, engineers, weathermen, writers, servicemen, and everything in between whose paths begin at the end of this stage. This path began in elementary school, transcended into middle school, and finally culminated in our 4 years together as wizards. It all ends tonight. Now is the time to ask ourselves, what will happen in the next dozen years? What changes will we make in our world? What do you want to be remembered for? The moment begins now, and the next step is up to all of you. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2019.
I would now like to call upon the principal of West Warwick High School, Mr. Philip Solomon.
Wow, some tough acts to follow. Well, I'm the last person standing between our graduates and their diplomas, which means we're only about an hour away from handing them out. Relax, everybody. 5 minutes is all I need. However, the class of 2019 has been so impressive, I could praise them for hours. The wonderful members of this graduating class are about to receive diplomas that represent 13 years of hard work, commitment, dedication, and achievement, and will mark the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. Our graduates' journey to this stage has been supported by so many dedicated educators from kindergarten right through to their final senior exam. While I have the privilege of being the last educator to address this class, no leg of their academic journey was more important than any other, and the parents and families here tonight have contributed greatly to the success of these fine young men and women. The class of 2019 will be greatly missed, and most of us here tonight can testify to their impressive academic achievements, amazing performances in the arts, memorable athletic accomplishments, and countless charitable endeavors. These students have excelled in so many areas that they are undoubtedly one of the finest groups of students to ever graduate from West Warwick High School. However, if you follow the news in Rhode Island this past year, you heard very little about the impressive accomplishments of the class of 2019. Instead, you've been bombarded by doom and gloom headlines about Rhode Island's poor test scores, failing schools, and dire need to overhaul our state's education system. RICAS, PSAT, and SAT scores are so low that we're even revoking the students' driver's licenses because they can't figure out how to use their directionals when changing lanes. Okay, I made that last part up. We all know they're called blinkers, and nobody in Rhode Island uses them. Graduates, I want you to know that despite the negative headlines about education in our state, to all of us here tonight, you are so much more than a score on a standardized assessment. And what you've accomplished on your journey to this ceremony will always matter much more than a test score. Seniors, when you engaged in inquiry-based learning, collaborating on numerous projects and challenges, displaying creativity, interpersonal skills, and the ability to problem solve as you completed various lessons and assignment, that was worth more than a test score. When you took to the stage for the Addams Family, Catch Me If You Can, Shrek, and 9 to 5, and performed in our school's cabaret, band and chorus concerts, as well as sporting events, spirit events, town events, delighting us with your talent, dedication, and commitment to your performances, that was worth more than a test score. When you competed as teammates, balancing your time and commitments as you led the way during a successful senior year of athletics, which included a gymnastics championship, the cheerleading championship of New England, almost every sport qualifying for the playoffs, and numerous individual awards and honors, that was worth more than a test score. When you fully engaged in visual arts, physical education, industrial technology, business, and world language elective courses with passion, consequently expanding your horizons, deepening your perspectives, and enhancing your knowledge and understanding of areas that are not measured on standardized assessments, that was worth more than a test score. When you overcame adversity in your young lives, whether it was involving the loss of a loved one, academic or social challenges, or other struggles that were simply beyond your control, you persevered and learned how to survive and succeed in the face of adversity, and that was worth more than a test score. When you attended school dances and spirit events with true joy and companionship and at a higher rate of participation than I have ever witnessed, including when almost half the senior class showed up at night to engage in an incredibly creative senior prank, providing another example of how supportive and involved these graduates were, that was worth more than a test score. When you volunteered your time to serve as mentors in our freshman and transfer student mentor programs, guiding new wizards through their first days and months in our school, that was worth more than a test score. When I called your name over 300 times since your freshman year to present you with wonderful wizard awards for engaging in charitable and selfless acts of kindness, and when you undoubtedly engaged in many more good deeds when nobody was looking, that was worth so much more than a test score. When your efforts over the past 4 years played a significant role in our school being recognized as one of the top schools in the state and country by U.S. News, the College Board, and so many other agencies that recognize exemplar institutions that have truly lost count of our accolades, that was worth more than a test score. I want it to be clear to all in attendance tonight and all who think that our state's educational system is broken, that of course, we do need to improve. We realize that, and will never cease to engage in our continuous school improvement efforts, including students performing better on standardized testing, which will happen, but please know that recent graduates from the West Warwick Public Schools and many other districts in Rhode Island are not being sent back from colleges, the workforce, or the military with the message of they're not ready to succeed or they weren't properly prepared. Instead, our graduates have thrived in their college and career endeavors, and we frequently are made aware of and celebrate the success of so many Wizard alumni in various professional fields. Many of those successful alumni are here with us tonight, and many others are experiencing success in career fields in Rhode Island, the United States, and other countries throughout the world. Graduates, if you continue to put forth the effort, commitment, and character that you displayed during your time here in our school system, You will achieve success in various areas as you proceed throughout your lives, and you will learn firsthand that the diploma you are about to receive represents much more than a standardized test score ever will. Class of 2019, you really will be missed. Please continue to be the wonderful wizards that we've all grown so fond of. Thank you for listening, and thank you so much for a truly amazing senior year.
Now, right before I go, I just wanted to take the time to say congratulations to the class of 2019. I love you all, and I wouldn't trade the memories I made with all of you for the world. Congratulations. And now, I would like to introduce one of the best for last, Assistant Principal, Mrs. Jessica Hassel.
As a reminder, there is a professional photographer here this evening who will take a picture of each graduate as they receive their diploma. Please do not block the aisles that the students will be using. All aisles need to be clear. Awarding of the diploma will be done by the members of the West Warwick School Committee. Assistant Principal John Kunick and I will collaborate in the announcing of student names. Also on stage, congratulating the graduates of the class of 2019 will be Superintendent Mrs. Karen Tarasevich, Dean of Students Mr. Steve Alves Jr., and Senior Class Advisor Mr. Christopher Bechet. Here we go. Members of the class of 2019, please present yourselves on stage.
All right, here we go. William Safet Pellet. William will be attending Brown University to study biochemistry, molecular biology, and economics. Thomas Michael Cornicelli. Thomas will be attending Brown University to study neuroscience. Nathan Edward Moon. Nathan will be attending Ithaca College to study creative writing. Matthew Richard Jakes, Jr. Matthew will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island. Shaylin Marie Scott. Shaylin will be attending Rhode Island College to study psychology. Laura Elizabeth Lynch. Laura will be attending Montclair State University. Aliana Janelle Richardson. Aliana will attend Lesley University to study art therapy. Kate Denise Alvarez. Kate will be attending Brown University to study psychology. Jocelyn Carmela Gauthier. Jocelyn will be attending the University of Rhode Island. Samantha Ellen Petraka. Samantha will be attending the University of New Hampshire to study biology. Joey Marie Aruda. Joey will be attending the University of Rhode Island to study kinesiology. Raven Raquel Correa. Raven will be attending Johnson & Wales University to study criminal justice. Isabella Nina Iannucci. Isabella will be attending Loyola University, Maryland to study biology. Jada Mariah Allen. Jada will be attending Elda Azucena Alvarez. Elda will be joining the Rhode Island National Guard. Joseph David Amaral. Joseph will be attending Worcester Polytechnic Institute to study Technical Institute to become a diesel engineer. Samantha Jael Andres. Samantha will be attending Rhode Island College to study nursing. Abigail Wonder Twin 1 Angier. Abigail will be attending community college in Georgia. Gabrielle Wonder Twin 2 Angier. Gabrielle will be attending community college in Georgia. Talia Lamai Anzavino. Talia will be attending the University of New Hampshire to study physical therapy. Brian Arujo. Brian will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study criminal justice. Ariana Angelina Ariz. Ariana will be attending Rhode Island College to study social work. Matthew Baig. Matthew will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island. Zachary Ian Balutowski. Zachary will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study communications. Alexander Xavier Bassett. Alex will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island. Alexina Louisette Batty. Alexina will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to become a veterinary technician. Jacob Michael Bedard. Jacob will be attending the University of Rhode Island to study pre-med. Matthew David Bedard. Matthew will be attending Bryant University to study finance. Emily Elise Belanger. Emily will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study social work. Giovanna Rose Bell. Giovanna will be attending the University of New Hampshire to study communications and social justice. Gamma Ray Bellanoit. Gamma will be attending Sterling College to study outdoor education. Gianna Maria Bernardo. Gianna will be attending Rhode Island College to study nursing. Shane T. Berthume. Shane will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study 3D animation. Gabriella Grace Betancourt. Gabby will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island. Thea Marie Biggs. Thea will be entering the workforce. Adriana L. Blankenship. Adriana will be attending Florida Southwestern State University College to study business management. Macy Lawrence Patello. Macy will be attending the University of Rhode Island to study elementary education. Mason Robert Renee Brunette. Mason will be joining the United States Navy. Destiny Marie Burns. Destiny will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island. Jakey Cabreras Martinez. Jakey will be attending Simmons College to study nursing. Gemini N. Cagno. Gemini will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island for Business and Marketing. Marissa Bella Carlone. Marissa will be attending Loyola University, Maryland to study biology. John Anthony Carlos. John will be entering the workforce. Okay. Nicholas John Carlson. Nick will be attending Dean College to study sports broadcasting. Alexis Hanako Carpenter. Alexis will be attending the University of Rhode Island to study criminal justice, forensic chemistry, and psychology. Amber Nicole Carey. Christian Alexander Castro. Christian will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island. Brianna Marie Chacon. Brianna will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study elementary education. Grace Chen. Grace will be attending Rhode Island College to study biology. Jaden Clark. Jaden will be attending Trinity Pauling Prep School. Alexandra Coletta. Ali will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study histotechnology. Kayla Rose Calicchio. Kayla will be attending the University of Rhode Island to study engineering. Richard A. Cook. Richard will be entering the workforce. Jace Alexander Correa. Jace will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study fire science and become an EMT. Ryan Anthony Crane. Ryan will be attending Johnson & Wales University to study electrical engineering. Jade Elizabeth Kramer. Jade will be joining the United States Navy. Abril Chantel Cruz. Abril will be attending Salve Regina University to study global business and economics. Jaden Leah Kuzo. Jaden will be attending Rhode Island College to study nursing. Nathan Gregory Catullo. Nathan will be continuing education at the Transition Academy. Courtney Allison D'Amico. Courtney will be attending Temple University to major in cultural anthropology. Megan Victoria D'Amico. Megan will be attending the University of Central Florida to study psychology. Adam Nelson De Silva. Adam will be attending the University of Rhode Island to study engineering. Mona Lisa David. Mona Lisa will be attending Salve Regina University to study nursing. Bianca Maria DeBurgo. Bianca will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study liberal arts. Maribel De La Cruz. Maribel will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study nursing. Abby Rose DeMarco. Abby will be attending Rhode Island College to study psychology. Caitlin Elizabeth Dennison. Caitlin will be attending the University of Rhode Island to study physical education. Erica DeRocher. Erica will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study psychology. Destiny Rose Desjardins. Destiny will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study child development. Fatima Ariana Diallo. Fatima will be attending the University of Rhode Island to study accounting. Mario Nicholas Didino. Mario will be attending. Michael will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study business administration. Erica Rose Dushino. Erica will be attending the workforce. Jason Thomas Duffy. Jason will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study fire science. Cameron Duhamel. Cameron will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island. Sincere Joel Estevez. Sincere will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study computer science. Joseph M. Estrella. Joseph will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study law enforcement. Owen C. Estrella. Owen will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island. Connor B. Fanoof. Connor will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island. Ethan will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study engineering systems technology. Alexis Marie Fields. Alexis will be attending the University of Rhode Island to study nursing. Brandon R. Firth. Brandon will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study computer science. Amanda Savannah Floor. Amanda will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study nursing. Sarah J. Flynn. Sarah will be continuing her education at the Transition Academy. Luke James Flintz. Luke will be attending the University of Rhode Island to study mechanical engineering. Dylan Joseph Ford. Dylan will be entering the workforce at Electric Boat. Martin Joseph Ford. Martin will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study music technology. Madison Lynn Fortin. Maddie will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island. Emily Lynn Fournier. Emily will be entering the workforce in the cosmetology field. Joshua M. Frizzle. Josh will be attending Bridgewater State University to study aviation science. Anthony N. Fusaro. Anthony will be attending Worcester Polytechnic Institute to study mechanical engineering. Alondra Mary Galicia Figueroa. Alondra will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study psychology. Mario A. Gambardella. Mario will be attending Rhode Island College to study communications. Arturo Garrido. Arturo will be attending the University of Rhode Island to study biological sciences. Trevor James Gendron. Trevor will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island. Ashley Elizabeth Germano. Ashley will be attending Albany College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences to become a Casey Gill. Casey will be attending Johnson & Wales University to become a physician's assistant. Isaias D. Gonzalez. Isaias will be attending Universal Technical Institute to become a diesel mechanic. Kaylee M. Goslin. Kaylin will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study early childhood development. Cameron James Gatako. Cameron will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island. Andrew John Gould Jr. Andrew will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to major in business administration. Jacob Alexander Gregory. Jacob will be entering the workforce at Electric Boat.
Sean M. Griffin. Sean will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study music. Emily Ray Gwindon. Emily will be attending the University of Rhode Island. Nicholas Kenneth Habershaw. Nick will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study business. Matthew Halpern. Matt will be entering the workforce. Vincent S. Hang. Vincent will be attending Rhode Island College to study nursing. Karis Alton Harrison. There he is. Jaden Troy Haynes. Jaden will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to major in film studies. Matthew A. Henault. Matthew will be attending Johnson & Wales University to study health services. Catherine Laley Hernandez. Kathy will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study criminal justice. Kevin M. Harold. Kevin will attend New England Institute of Technology to study automotive tech. Tasha M. Holland. Tasha will be entering the workforce. Tyrone Hughes Jr. Tyrone will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study engineering. Felicia L. Jakes. Felicia will be joining the United States Navy. Nicholas Joseph Janicki. Nicholas will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study communications. Tamara Maja Jordan Jeffries. Tamara will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study business management. Zachary G. Johnson. Zachary will be joining the workforce. Bobby O'Neill Jones. Bobby will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island. Oh my goodness. Kayla and Calais. Kayla will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study early childhood education. Kobe Alex Knott. Kobe will be attending Eastern Nazarene College to study special education. Kyle G. Kordick. Kyle will be attending Quinnipiac University to study physical therapy. Shannon Rose Kowalski. Shannon will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study law enforcement. Kayla Rose Coslin. Kayla will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study special education. Kelsey Coslin. Kelsey will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study psychology. Nyaja Lee Koo. Nyaja will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study social work. Amber Lynn Lackalade. Amber will be entering the workforce. Tyler James LaFountain. Tyler will attend Providence College to study communications. Scott L. Lambert Jr. Scott will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study cybersecurity. Madison Kelly LaPlante. Madison will be attending Rhode Island College to study musical theater and business management. Aisha Lazar. Aisha will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study business management. Jacob A. LaQueve. Jacob will be entering the workforce. Adriana Alyssa Leibel. Adriana will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study psychology. Autumn Grace Lemerick. Autumn will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study physical therapy. Juan Carlos Leon Ayala. Juan will be attending CCRI. Brandon M. Lilly. Brandon will be attending Universal Technical Institute to study automotive tech. Addie Lima. Addie will be attending the New England Culinary Institute to study baking and pastry arts. Matthew J. Lima. Matthew will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study criminal justice. Dante Carrera Lopes. Dante will be attending the University of Rhode Island to study music education. Aiden Jacob Lynn. Aiden will be attending Worcester Polytechnic Institute to study mechanical engineering. Sarah McCullum Lyons. Sarah will attend Rollins College to become a chemical engineer. Cody Evan Machado. Cody will be joining the United States Marine Corps. Jasmine A. Machado. Jasmine will be entering the workforce. Erin Alexandra Mackin. Erin will be attending Roger Williams University to study engineering. Elizabeth Susanna Muhammad. Elizabeth will be attending Community College of Rhode Island for art and psychology. Stephen Anthony Martin. Stephen will be continuing his education at the Transition Academy. Tiandra Aulani Martinez. Tiandra will attend the University of Hartford to study biology. Randy M. Mata. Randy will attend Salve Regina University to study nursing. Danielle Rose Maria Maynard. Danielle will attend Eastern Connecticut State University to study elementary education. Deanna Elizabeth Rose Maynard. Deanna will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island. Emily Elizabeth McNeil. Emily will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study nursing. Jason Angelo Medeiros Jr. Jason will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island. Skyla Teresa Medeiros. Skyla will be attending the University of Rhode Island to study nursing. Nicholas Adam Medlin. Nick will be attending the University of Rhode Island to study music education. Jessica Catherine Mello. Jessica will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study radiology. Should I do it? Jeffrey Mendoza. Jeffrey will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study education. Evan Ariani Michelle. Evan will be joining the Rhode Island Air National Guard. Mason A. Miguel. Mason will attend Worcester Polytechnic Institute to study applied mathematics and physics. Zoe Relly Moreau. Zoe will attend Roger Williams University to study public health and public administration. John Charles Murphy. John will be attending the University of Rhode Island to study finance. Valentina Paola Ochoa. Valentina will be attending Johnson & Wales University to major in biology. Jordan Avery Oleas. Jordan will be attending cosmetology school. Dylan James Oliveira. Dylan will be attending the University of Rhode Island to study mechanical engineering. Jackson Michael Ortiz. Jackson will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study music and education. Mason Joseph Pacheco. Mason will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study construction management. Nikolos Theodoros Panagopoulos. Nico will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study business management. Summer Elizabeth Paquette. Summer will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study microbiology. Daniel J. Pariso. Daniel will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study criminal justice. Cameron J. Patnode. Cameron will be entering the workforce. Stephen J. Peabody Jr. Stephen will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study nursing. Hannah Sandra Elizabeth Peck. Hannah will be entering the workforce as a certified nursing assistant. Alexander R. Pettis. Alex will attend Springfield College to become a physical therapist. Michaela Lynn Pixoto. Michaela will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study criminology. Caliana Pino. Caliana will be attending Job Corps. Good job. Christian Angel Perez. Christian will be attending Rob Roy Academy. Gretchen Rose Perry. Gretchen will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study nursing. Jalen J. Pires. Jalen will be entering the workforce. Lance Anthony Preston Jr. Lance will be attending Rhode Island College to major in film studies. Jordan Rebecca Rajat. Jordan will be attending the University of Rhode Island to study biology. Jared Antonio Ramos. Jared will be attending the University of Rhode Island to study accounting. Henry Robert Reiner IV. Henry will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island. Abigail Margaret Resendiz. Abigail will be attending the University of Rhode Island to study kinesiology. Karime Marie Rivera de Valle. Karime will be entering the workforce. Rosemarie Robledo. Rosie will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study human services. Julia Rodricks. Julia will be continuing her education at the Transition Academy. Good job, Jules.
Tiffany M. Rodriguez. Tiffany will be entering the workforce. Kobe James Rogers. Kobe will attending the University of Rhode Island to major in psychology. Philip A. Russell. Philip will be pursuing a career in firefighting. Madison Ray Sabella Reese. Madison will be attending Johnson & Wales University to study biology. Javon Elias Sadler. Javon will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study engineering. Elias Sanchez. Elias will be attending MTTI. Sean M. Sebastio. Sean will be pursuing a career in law enforcement. Hannah Marie Sheridan. Hannah will be attending Rhode Island College to major in nursing. Miranda Rose Silva. Miranda will be attending Rhode Island College to study musical theater and Portuguese. Olivia Lee Skorsky. Olivia will be attending Rhode Island College to study nursing. Austin L. Smith. Austin will be continuing his education at the Transition Academy. David Joseph Souza. David will be attending the University of Rhode Island to study chemistry. Samantha Lee Souza. Samantha will be attending Rhode Island College to study finance. Robert A. Sulo. Robert will be joining the United States Navy. Joseph Sutherland. Joseph will be continuing his education at the Transition Academy. Gregory Lewis Sykes. Gregory will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study computer and information processing. Mariah Nicole Thorpe. Mariah will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to become a medical administrative assistant. Selena Amaral Tomaso. Selena will be attending Rhode Island College to study communications. Samantha Taylor Torville. Samantha will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study social work. Jenna Lee Trainer. Jenna will be joining the United States Marine Corps. Anastasia Maria Varela. Anastasia will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study social work. Ashlyn Vellucci. Ashlyn will be attending Johnson & Wales University to study psychology. Can I give the next one? Michael John Vasella. Michael will be continuing his education at the Transition Academy. Alexander William Weiss. Alex will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island. Adam Christopher White. Adam will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island. Violet Priscilla Wilkicki. Violet will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study film and media. Ryan James Wills. Ryan will be attending the University of Rhode Island to study computer engineering. Kiana Lee Wilson. Kiana will be attending the University of Massachusetts at Dartmouth to study biology. Nathan Woodside. Nate will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island. Alyssa Jean Worthington. Alyssa will be attending the University of New Hampshire to study athletic training. Julian Robert Young. Julian will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island to study business administration. Samantha Caitlin Young. Samantha will be attending the Community College of Rhode Island for nursing. Zachary Zamorano. Zachary will be continuing his education at the Transition Academy.
That's it.
I think that's it. Mm-hmm.
Seniors, it's time to place your tassels from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduates of West Warwick High School's class of 2019. At this time, would everyone please stand and joining in singing of the alma mater. Performing the West Warwick High School alma mater are the West Warwick High School Concert Chorale and the West Warwick Wind Ensemble, accompanied by Mr. Richard Marchetti and Mr. Matthew Livesey.
May we loyal be, bearing with us forever thoughts and memories of thee. Days of youth were spent here, blessed with learning and light, walking by solemn pathways, seeking guidance aright. Alma Mater, we thank thee, everlastingly. Farewell, West Warwick High School. Goodbye to all we hold dear. May we seek to extol thee, whether far or near. So adieu to each classmate as we start life anew, treading life's very pathways as we journey through. But we'll ever feel nearly West Warwick High School
Seniors, there is good reason they call these ceremonies commencement exercises. Graduation is not the end, it's the beginning. Enjoy all the experiences life has to offer, and I wish you all the very best of luck. Please leave the aisles and exits clear so that the graduates may recess out of the auditorium. This concludes the 2019 commencement program.